Hello and welcome back to Eco. Welcome back to Man versus Meteor. Wherever the meteor has gotten off to. It's barely ever around when I need it. Anyway, in between episodes here, I have done most of what I have said. I have gathered resources. We're basically ready to get into tailoring, but obviously not quite there yet. As you can see, I don't have the star yet. But even just some of the stuff I've done, it's brought us down to 2.5 hours. We can just sleep in the bed when we need to, but I figure we'll get a couple of things set up first. So we also still need to get our carpentry up to level 5. And there's only a few things that are going to be useful for that. Now, we're going to need a tailoring table as soon as we have tailoring, so we might as well order one of those up. No reason not to. We're going to need a Wainwright table eventually, so let's go ahead and order one of those up. Gives us a little bit more stuff to do. We're going to see if that gets us to 5, and an icebox will be really useful as soon as we get to 5, but we're after the basic upgrade 3s. That's what we're after. Now, ooh, there's a loom. I forgot about looms. We might want to... Yeah, you know what? Let's order up a loom, too. Now that's going to be pretty much all our fibers at the moment. I wasn't planning on that, but it only makes sense. Now, one of the other things we need... Now, all of the resources are in, so we can grab pretty much whatever else we decide we need. I started expanding this, and I was going to move the carpentry table up here, but now I'm thinking since there's a loom, let's actually get this expanded out a little bit further. Let's do this. And snag these guys. Snag these guys. That room was a room, but it doesn't need to be yet. Oh, hang on. We can... Oh, you know what? It's going to be better to do it there. Move that one. There we go. Just trying to space some windows accordingly. Now, all of this is going to get redesigned at some point. But for the moment, this should do. Right, I needed these. Since I'm pulling down these walls, we'll just kind of do this. And let's go ahead and get some of this stuff done. While we're waiting on that stuff to go, we might need to do a bit more carpentry stuff. I wonder if we're going to have enough. I might actually have to make more of these hewn logs. Oh, well, you know, I planned, but I didn't fully plan. Oh, well. Oh, my hammer broke. Great. Let's go take care of that. I don't want to burn too many extra calories. Repair you. There we go. You know what? We're down here. What else can we grab? Whatever additional ones of those. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I've made a few adjustments as well, but I'll show those in a moment. Let's get this here finished up first. And I'm just going to make this one big room for the moment. Like I said, eventually this entire floor is going to be one big room, but we're trying to build this out as we need it. Basically, the changes I made is I started putting in the border. I got the front and the back of the house. I haven't gotten the sides yet. So we're just kind of putting in a little bit of decor, you know? A little bit nicer. Yeah, I thought there it was there. Let's do that. All right, so that's how much we have left. I think it'll be enough. Let's pop these guys in. That was not quite right. We can always pull that down after. Yeah, we're going to need to. You. Go there. There we go. All nice and done. Volume 81, Tier 1. As you see, I put in the additional bits on this as well, so this is now a full Tier 1 as well. We can theoretically tear that wall down too. You know what? Let's do that. Because now it's just a bigger room. Beautiful. And we can theoretically go like that and like that. And there we go. We've got a whole bunch of windows. There's actually, you know what, let's just, since I've got stuff on me, let's just fill that in. There we go. We can put things wherever we want now. Bam. All right. So we've got our tailoring table we're going to need. The loom is almost done. Let's wait for the loom. There we go. All right, let's get these set up. Make sure that they are going to have enough space. 8. And we'll pop you down. And you're facing backwards. Not that it makes a game mechanical difference, but you know, I'm trying to make it look a little nice here. At least a little bit, right? Alright, so we don't want anything for that. Although some of the stuff that's in there we're going to want to move around. Might as well move that too. Here we go. You guys are all good. You guys are good. I need to tell you to use that because it's outside at the moment. Alright, that's looking okay. Let's eat a little bit more of that. Even though we don't like it, but now we used it all up, so that's good. Module. Oh, you need a basic upgrade as well. And I'll bet you this guy's gonna need it as well. Let's just pop you there. There we go. Bunch of tailoring stuff. This is for some of the more advanced fabrics and stuff. We don't want you using stuff from there. Thank you very much. We do want you using stuff from here. Okay, that'll probably be fine. Let's see, what do we got? You are that. Wool yarn. Okay. So how do I make the yarn? Is that at the tailoring table? Spin wool yarn. Yeah, look at that. We can do that right there. Alright, just as soon as we have tailoring, of course. Excellent, excellent. I have never really done the tailoring portion before. I've just known the items that were needed from it and some of the stuff it could do. So this will be a bit of an experience for me. Like I said, there's not a lot of call for it on servers, but you do need like a couple. That's really it. All right, so we're not quite there on the carpentry yet, so we're going to need just a few more things. You know what? We could just make some boards. Let's make like 10 boards. Just make like 10 boards. See if that's enough. We're almost there. And we're getting quite a bit. Yeah, that'll be enough. That'll be a little too many, actually, but we'll let it run, since we did run ourselves almost out of boards. And it was most of the crafts. So there we go. We now, theoretically, can make our basic upgrade 3s. So let's go ahead. We only have enough plant fibers for one, so let's go ahead and queue that up. It's missing that piece, but that's done on purpose because our first one is going to go right back into here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go 8, and we're going to insert it. There we go. So we're going to need some more plant fibers, but less than we would have moments ago. So let's go ahead and grab whatever plant fibers we can get that are handy. Of course, we're using up this tool, and we don't have the gathering skill, so we're not getting any sort of discounts or bonuses or XP or anything of that nature. We might want that skill in the future if we start running into food collection problems, but for just ourselves, not so necessary most of the time. And that is a loud engine going by. I guess this is what happens when I'm recording slightly later than normal. Yeah, I should probably not burn up all my calories in excess because this is broken. Let's go fix that. You, repair, done. Storage, get in there. Hopefully that'll be enough. Let's go ahead and get... Oh, now where did you put it? Why do you keep putting it there? You're not... These are higher. You should be... I don't know. Alright, so we're going to put that there. There we go. Beautiful. Now, what we need is more stuff. So we're going to need 2 more for our 2 new machines. So let's start there. We need our basic upgrade 1s. We're going to need to turn those into 2s for our 2 new machines. Do we do that now, or... Oh, I don't even have enough mortared stone. Let's grab that module out. We'll get that turned into a 3, and maybe that'll give us enough to get another thing into a 3. Let's go ahead... Where's my basic 3? Basic 3. Which, of course, I don't have the wood boards for. I just made wood boards. Alright. Mm. 0.3 and... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, do that. Since we're now down to that much. Excellent, excellent. And this means that everything we make in this table is now made from less. Like, we're down to 0.6 wood on this to make the hewn logs. So we're doing much better every time we do one of these upgrades. Now, the next upgrade is not great, but it is the last step before we can make the specialized ones. So, let's see. We needed basic upgrade 3. Bam, gimme. And we're just gonna do that. So we'll let that run just a touch. We have the boards to make our 3rd one. We've got a 4th one that would be needed in the butcher table, because it's butcher table campfire where the other 2 are. And we're going to need 2 more. Even more on top of that. But we'll get this one up there. We'll start turning other ones into 2s. Then we can start figuring out the 3s after we have enough 2s for everything. Because, yeah, as you can see, like, if I want to make a carpentry upgrade, it takes the upgrade 4, which is made from basic engineering. So we're all just kind of feeding into each other here. There's a reason why I'm doing these things in the order I am. It might not be 100% optimized, but it is fairly well optimized. Alright, let's get this into the masonry bench. Module, here's the 3. Now, alright, it's still not quite enough. It requires 6. However, now, our mortared stone only takes 1.2. Ah, so let me get a little more stone. Kind of want to take it just from around here somewhere. I kind of want to take it from here. I want to kind of start burrowing in personally, but let's just kind of move a little bit of this crushed iron ore, because this is going to be useful. That's going to be our start to smelting. Let me just kind of move a couple of things out of the way. Oop, I did not want you down there. I want you up there. Up there. Oh, hey, there's the meteor. 29 days, 15 hours, blah, blah, blah. We're just moving a little bit of this dirt around at the moment. Alright, so we get you. There we go. We'll end up doing something here in a little while. Obviously not quite yet. And we're going to need that clay eventually. That should be enough for 1. or rather the 10 we want, because that's the, where do we got it? You know what, we might as well just make it sandstone, because that's kind of what I want anyway. So if I end up with excess, it's at least something I will use. There we go, you're running good. Is this going to be enough for 2? Yeah, that'll be enough for 2. There we go. Boom, just like that. And we got more of those going. Alright. So we still are going to need a bit more wood. No, it's honestly more plant fibers. Here I was getting all ready to go into tailoring, and then I'm like, oh no, there's still preparations that I wasn't thinking about. Do. Come on. Give me this stuff. I do kind of hate how it's difficult to target some of this sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes it's like, here, get me, and other times it's like, nope. Alright. Maybe enough? Because I think I've got enough wood sitting around that I can convert it at need. It's really the plant fibers that are going to be the major issue. Where are the plant fibers? I saw them for a second. Where'd they go? There they are. There we go. Okay, so that's being done. Let's just queue up the 4 that we know we're going to need. Alright, so it would be 24 boards. So if I make... So if I do 20... and then queue up the 4 of these I know we're going to need, we'll have enough. Good. Alright, so we're going to queue that up. I'm going to go grab the others, which are... one here. Give me that. One here. Give me that. We will pop these into a appropriate spot. They will get crafted at need. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep up until those are done, which will buy us a little bit of the time that we should be getting ready for tailoring. Do. There we go. Whoop. I need to fix that. I need to fix that sooner rather than later, I think. Alright, so it moved them down here for some reason. Alright, so let's get these back in, since we cannot do the 4s yet, obviously. 3. Close you. We don't need more animals wandering in. Not that it hurts anything, but it is annoying. Do. You get to go here. Boom. So we're going to start with this 40% bonus on everything because of the order we have done things in. All right. Let us fix the bed situation. You know what? That's fine. We can do that. Doesn't matter. Excellent. Now, let's get our star. And we'll actually do this and still have like a third of the episode remaining. Amazing. All right. Take a drink. Ah. Wonderful. And it'll let us see how long we theoretically have to wait for our next star. But of course that'll change because tailoring will give us some additional things. Here we go. Excellent. And I'm still in the house. Alright. 7.5 hours for another star. Now, like I said, that'll go down as we up our decorations and such. But we can now hit Z and go to our tailor and go tailoring and go learn now. Bam. Look at that. Now all of this is available. Beautiful. I have become a tailoring specialist. Now, first things first, we want to get ourselves some cloth. That is kind of important. So if I were to say 10, that would be 27. I don't quite have enough. Let me order it up and then get a few. I should be able to access food from here. Nom nom. There we go. Eat a little bit. Let's grab ourselves a little more plant fibers. Boring. This is the boring part of tailoring, is gathering all these plant fibers. But we have some other options. Hopefully this will... Yeah, this should be plenty. Is it you? No, it was the other one. But that's okay. We'll just shove that there. And we will end up needing a lot of cloth going forward, but not this exact second. I don't know why I came inside when I need to go up here. Here we go. Alright, so we got the cloth on the go. We're gonna want the wool yarn. As much of that as we can get. Now, that's not going to be 10, unfortunately. Well, you know what? If I queue up 10, I should be able to get a bit more of that shorn wool. Ugh, come on. Work right. There we go. All right. Via the butcher table. I can get some from the bison, and I only need a third of a bison. Yeah, I can get 6 crafts out of that one bison, or out of the 2 bison. Let's do one bison's worth, because that's 30 meat, and that stuff will start to spoil. So let's do that. That'll give us the additional wool that we need for the yarn we have queued up. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right, so let's see. We've got this leather. I've got a little bit of it. Actually, what it is the fur pelts, which I think... Oh, I've got a little of both, actually. Garden boots. Yeah, see, none of these early ones do much of anything, except I think the camo. Yeah, reduces detection range of animals. But some of the later derpy hat, cloth belt, tall boots, trousers. Yeah, it's not till you really get further along that you get better stuff from this. How's my tailoring? I'm at level 2. Work boots. Tailor is like level 3. That'll be one of our first useful things. It requires the cellulose fiber, though. Now, how do I make that? That is natural fiber tag. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. We'll have to keep our eye on that. Alright, so the rugs, unfortunately, require lots. And you really want the large ones, but wool fabric, I don't know if I want to do that. Cotton, I don't think we've got the stuff for, unfortunately. The curtains do nothing. The bath mat is kind of useful, although that requires cotton. That's any fabric. You see, but that's tailoring. Small bath mat. Now that also requires cotton, which I think is a specific plant that you actually need. Let's see, where's cotton? Is that somewhere? Well, it's probably not this table then. Can we... Alright, where's the cotton? Maybe cotton thread. Yeah, hang on. Cotton fabric. Cotton thread. Is it the farmer's table? and requires farming. Okay, see, I've never done the tailoring stuff before. So I guess there is a need for farming if we want to use cotton. Now, we don't have to have cotton for anything. However, it is useful for a bunch of this stuff. Man, this is certainly taking a long time, isn't it? Let's see. How much of this stuff are we likely to need? 3, 6. We're not only going to need one of these backpacks. What's the cape do? It just looks cool. Alright. So it looks like we just need 6 of that cellulose fiber. Ooh, the washboard is tailoring 3? Okay. Interesting. But I think they also all count as fabric. So we might want to make a bunch of this cellulose fiber. Do you count as cloth? Do you count? All right, so we got fabric tag. No, it does not count as fabric. That's mildly annoying, however. Let's see, what do we got? We got that, let's move you higher in the queue, so hopefully it'll use the wood pulp first. Let's make 10. That should hopefully get us somewhere. Alright, so we have upgraded all of our machines. We have expanded our building and have our tailoring setup going. We've started in on tailoring. We're not doing too shabby, to be honest. I'm going to need some more boards. I'm going to need some more hewn logs. Let's go ahead and queue up like another 50. And look at that, 50 is 30. That's only 30 logs to make 50 hewn logs. Isn't that great? And now, of course, if we make, oh, let's say 20. Actually, heck, let's just say 30. There we go, look at you. Bam. Just like that. And we'll have a whole bunch more of that. We'll be able to make that washing board, hopefully before too long. How's my tailoring coming here? It's a little slow. It is a little slow. I'm probably going to have to make a whole bunch more cloth with the plant fibers. Let's get ourselves some food. There we go. How are we looking on this so far? 7 hours, 10 minutes. Yeah, well, it's been like... Well, it's only been like 10 minutes since it said it, 7.5 hours. So we are improving. We really are. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's grab ourselves... Minecraft villager noises. I'll just kind of grab a bit of this, a bit of that. And I think our next skill is going to be mining. So we don't need to do any research for that, because that is one of the skills that starts unlocked. But we're going to want to get into the basic engineering as quickly as possible. Really? Huh. I must have grabbed some of these before and it's just being visually done, but not actually done. There we go. A little bit more of that. Probably that one. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll shove some there. We'll do that. All right, let's see. We've gone a little past time because I haven't been paying close enough attention. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to... Wow, that's not bad. Let's do like 50. Not quite enough, but we'll do that. All right, so I'm going to queue this up. We're dumping that in. We're going to let it go. We have reached only level 2 on that. We just leveled up carpentry. That was what the ding was. But hey, we're almost to carpentry 7. Not bad. To go with our logging 7, pretty good. Gotta be said, we're definitely going to want to move that setup up here. We should be able to see how much space is remaining, theoretically. Actually, let's take a quick peek. Status. Objects in the room use 75 of 117. I believe, yeah, it uses 25, so we could actually bring that up right now. Let's go ahead and do that. And then what I think I'll do is I'll repurpose this bit down here for our engineering when we get it. So let's pull our module out, because you got to pull the module out first. We're going to hit that. We're going to pick it up. We're going to come over here. We're going to, I think, just shove it against this wall. Yeah, so we'll just have that there. We'll put our module back in. We will need to, of course, sort this and turn that back on because it doesn't like that for whatever reason. Yeah, looking all right. There we go. And because it's so high, there's a reason I did this. Now, since we are in a full tier 1, and those guys only require a little bit, logging, go ahead and... Oh, no, wait, that's... Logging doesn't have it. Carpentry does, however. And this will be like, hey, look, it increases the tier requirement, but reduces the resources needed for carpentry stuff. So there we go. And the masonry has a similar thing, but we're not quite there yet. So now, as you see over its status, requires 0.4, which we wouldn't have gotten down in that little room, but it's using a little bit less on the materials. So if we look at boards, you can see it's now 0.29 instead of the 0.3. Not much of a difference, but in the long run, it does add up, especially if you keep it in mind as you're doing these things. So, alright, that is pretty much it. I'm going to run just a touch longer, because we are about to hit Tailoring 3. And when we hit Tailoring 3, I want to queue up the washboard and the work boots. Probably the work backpack as well. Yeah, we'll queue both of those up and the washboard, and okay. So we go, give me work boots, give me work backpack, give me washboard. And we're gonna just kind of queue all of this up, and we will have it for the next episode. I'm gonna let this stuff run. I'm probably gonna, let a little bit of time speed by. Hopefully we'll get some more levels in tailoring and get some more useful stuff. But that is going to do it for this overly long episode. So, until next time, have a good one.